All right. Very excited about another opportunity. I want to encourage all our fans who were so outstanding at our last ball game here 2 weeks ago. I want to encourage all of them to kind of continue where they left off and making this environment just an incredible environment for our young guys to play ball in, and just an incredible experience for anyone that came to the game. So I want to encourage them to come back at 11 o'clock in the morning Saturday morning, because this is going to be a great game. And I know that on the outside looking in, Arkansas hasn't done exactly what they wanted to do and what their expectations were at the beginning of the season, but it's still a very, very good football team that's very dangerous. And I feel like after spending the last couple of days really watching them, and it's very glaring that they've got some very good football players on their team, and I think that's why they were ranked where they were at the beginning of the year, and so they're very dangerous. I think that there's some explosive plays and some turnovers that if that doesn't occur with this football team, I think it's a much different story in terms of their results. So they're very dangerous. Anytime you have a quarterback that's extremely productive, extremely confident, and has as much experience as their guy has, I think that it's always challenging. So again, on paper, doesn't necessarily look like what it looks like on film, because they do. They've got some very dangerous players on their football team. So it's going to be a great SEC West matchup. We need to go back out there Saturday and play passionate and intense, and hopefully play better than we did last time we were out at Jordan Hare. So that's our goal, and we'll continue to work on that today.
Questions?
How big was the bye week for you guys in just terms of kind of focusing back in on Auburn?
I think it was big. I think that, again, when you have time to, kind of mentally reflect, on the previous month, I think that's always big. And I thought we had a good, there's a fine line in there on what you're going to do on that off week in terms of trying to stay sharp, yet still at the same time, get a little time off and be able to, again, reassess and reevaluate things. So I think we were on the right. We're in the right direction with that. But it's always valuable to get that time. Everybody asks, is that the right time? It was good for us. It would have been good for us 3 weeks from then too. You always need that time to kind of back off a little bit and reflect. So that's what we did.
How important is this month of October where you got some key games?
Very, very important. I mean, this, with our schedules in this league, as we all know, that every month is an important month. There's no question about it. We've got a couple of, obviously we have this 11 o'clock game this week here at home, and then we've got a couple of very tough road games that we got to go play. And every game is extremely valuable, and one isn't necessarily more important than the other right now. Our intent is to continue to improve and win one game at a time. That's what we're focused on. But this month's going to be a taxing month, but really and truly, what month is it?
Coach, you talk about wanting to improve each and every week now that we're heading into Game 5. Is this a better Auburn team than it was at the start of the season?
I think so. I think it is. I think that, again, I think we've played some very quality opponents. I think that's been proven over the last month that we've played some opponents that have all in their own right, in their own different ways, have had a lot of success. Every one of them. And so it'll be really interesting to see just how far we've moved since the last time we played. But practices have been very sharp and been very precise and very energetic. I think we've got a hungry football team that wants to win. I don't think there's any question with that. They've never taken a step back in terms of how they've worked, which doesn't surprise me. We just got to go out there and we got to get a win.
Losing like you did to LSU and then having a bye week, is it hard to kind of sit there for 2 weeks and kind of chew on that a little bit? Would you have liked to have played the next week? Did you guys feel like you made some strides, that you kind of got some momentum, or is that kind of just a catch-22?
Well, I think, you can go either way on that. I mean, play that well and you're that disappointed in a loss, again, where we felt like we left some things on the field that we could have converted on and won the football game, you know, you're always chomping at the bit to get out there again the next week and have to wait as short of amount of time as you can before you do that, but that's just not the reality of it. So we won't live in the world of what ifs. You know, we had the week off, and our one goal and intent in the week off was to improve. So I feel like we've done that. I feel like we'll continue to do that this week, but we got to go out there and show it Saturday.